Hi guys. I jeez, I'm getting no. Okay, let me see. Make sure I. Oh, I gotta turn the autofocus off. Done. Okay, now let's go a little closer. Okay, now uh, first, this is my ATC cards backgrounds that I've got so far, and first of all, I just cut apart a magazine. I cut. I had a magazine that was like a gardening magazine and I cut it apart because it had a whole lot of pictures of plants, and stuff. And I planned for these ATCs to be springtime. They're going to be springtime. So I took these images of flowers and things out of the magazine and I just kind of cut them out in different just cut them out. Not fussy cut them, but like squares and stuff. And then I glued them onto pieces of. This was watercolor paper, and some of them I just used chipboard, and one was well, anyway, just whatever kind of little heavier paper, so I have a heavier finished product when I'm done. But and then like this one here, then I glued on top. I decoupaged a napkin. When you take your napkins apart, okay, this one here, this napkin had flowers on it. And so I picked through my napkins and I picked out a few that I thought was nice for spring. And this one here, see, after a while they got kind of blended in. This one had flowers on it and butterfly here. No, that was on the paper. But, and so I put some more on. And this one here, when you take your napkin apart, you have the image on one sheet, but then you have two sheets that are just usually two sheets that are just white. Okay, I use that white and I covered up this just to mute the colors a little bit, so the colors weren't real vibrant anymore. Now they're just muted. This one here as well, I just went over it with the white part of the napkin. This one here, also, it was the same thing that I had just put, images and just kind of collaged them onto the paper from the gardening magazine. And then I went over that with a napkin. And this one napkin was so cute. It's got the little mushrooms, little fairy, and little butterflies and stuff. And I went over on that one. This one again, I just muted it using the white piece of the napkin. And so, but just colorful napkin, this kind of napkin I used. See, so when you pull that apart, you see how pretty that napkin is. But you don't hardly see the image then but it's kind of just, it's in there on one of these something. But anyway, so the next point, now I'm to the point where I started putting a little black. Now I'm going over it again with the black. These two I've done. But all I'm using is just the black memento ink. And I have a stamp here. Just, it's a hexagon and it's just got lines in it. And so I'm doing, because I just want a little bit of black, and I'm just kind of haphazardly putting them each, just here and there along the whole area. Now, as I'm doing this background, it's, I don't have anything in particular in place. It's just the whole thing kind of looks alike because it's going to be cut down in ATC size of 3.5 by 2.5, each one of these when I'm finished with the backgrounds, and that's when I'll finish the actual artist trading card is what ATC means. And so, see, and that's what I'm doing here is just getting black, just some black on there. Like I say, the ATC means artist trading cards. And now, a lot of artists, there's a lot of real serious artist trading card clubs around the country, around our country anyway, maybe even internationally we do, where they have strict rules for their artist trading cards, and there's even sites on the on the internet where you can go and where you can see where people have posted their trading cards that they have up for trade. Then they have like trading card expos where people will gather together with their cards and they have them all laid out and they're up for trade. And so, and that's what they do at these trading card expos. So when you make a trading card, now us, we a lot of times just make ATCs that are just for ourselves, and we kind of go like halfway crazy with them. Well, we don't go crazy. We're already crazy before craft, jeez. But and so, but there is a rule. Of course, we all know that they have to be 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches is the size of the trading card. And when you embellish them, they should never, nothing can hang off of the edge. It has to be within the 2.5 by 3.5 inch parameters. And so, and then the next rule is that it can't be thick. You can't put real thick embellishments on it. They have to, when, now, you've probably all seen the baseball card pages that you can collect your collectible cards in your baseball, and well, mostly baseball, but a lot of people collect all different kind of things, different kind of cards in them. They're them pages that hold 9 cards, and these cards need to be able to slide into those pockets. They need to slide into them with no problems. Then on the back of the card, the artist names the card, and the artist puts either his name, or usually they put their email address or their website address, and they put the date of that they created the art. And if like these ones that I'm doing right now, I'm going to have quite a few. Well, I left one over here. Just a minute. Let me hang on a minute. Hold on to your britches. Okay, I had one more little one. I left it over on the other table. I want to get them all done. Now these I'm doing all at one time. So these are going to be, and these are all my spring set. So I would probably call these spring of 2018. That's probably going to be the name of this set. And or maybe I would call it Scrap and Lizzie's Spring of it 2018. Something like that is what I would do. Okay, now that's enough black on that one. These, but see, and all of these ATCs would be named the same. and all of that information would be on the back. And so I think that's what I'd call them, the spring of 2018. And so then when I'm like completely finished with them, I would have then I will, where did I put, I'm trying to find my, okay, here. Then I would, when I'm done, I would count how many I have. And so I might have 6, 12, 18, I don't know, I might end up with like 40 of these when I'm done. I don't know. I don't know if, I don't know how many I'll have. But, and so when I'm labeling them on the back, say I have 40, I'll have number 1 of 40, number 2 of 40, number 3 of 40, and I will go all along that way. And so then, I mean, and this is just how they do in the real create, I don't know if they're real. But anyway, I put that in that dish, but then I want to do this. So wait a minute, I'm going to put some just right on my glass mat. I ordered me one of the Tim Holtz glass mats, but it's not here yet. It won't be here till the end of April. And so that's, they don't expect them in there. I see where some of the people are already getting their glass mats that they pre-ordered. Well, I don't know. I'm not getting mine yet. But that's okay. I'm patient. All right. And here now I'm putting some white. I like to use this. I bought this, it's like a trivet almost, but it's silicone and it could be used as a pot holder or just it, or like just like a trivet mat, or, and I cut it in 4 pieces and I use it for painting purposes like this. Okay, so see, now I'll get those. Now then those will dry. But see, that's just the next layer I'm doing on this. On the background. This will be the background of my ATCs. And so this is where you can just get so creative. You can just put any flipping thing you want on here. Any kind of paint or any kind of ink, any kind of papers. And you can just get it all beautiful. Just get it all beautiful because that's what you want. And there's nothing that you could do with this to mess it up and make it unbeautiful. Not a thing. It's going to be beautiful no matter what you do with it. And now, if you're not actually trading these cards, there's so many other things you can do with them. Because when you're finished with them, they are such a beautiful work of art that you can use them now for like fronts of cards. They're just beautiful on greeting cards. So if you take one of these, now see, if you're cutting them to ATCs, that's when you get them 2.5 by 3.5. But now if you're not actually doing ATCs, then you can, for collecting or for trading, you can, oh, this was the cover of my pad, my paper pad. But anyway, you can do whatever color size you want when you cut them. You can make inchies or twinchies or whatever EGZs, whatever you want to do. You can, then it's all up to you. So, but I just love this honeycomb thing. And, see, I have this here glass mat. This glass mat was a chessboard that my son had. And then he was going to throw it away because I don't know, I guess he didn't have the chess pieces anymore. I don't know. And in fact, it was standing out by the garbage can when I seen it, ready for the trash bin. And man, I grabbed that sucker up because it's glass. I can use it right here now, and it works just fine. But so what I ordered has got measurements and such on it, so that's going to the measurements are going to come in very handy for me. And so I got carried away doing these. I got so many done, so many pages going because I just loved that magazine. It was a Garden Gate magazine, I think it was called, and 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 the images were just awesome all through it, all the pretty flowers and things. Now I think when I get these finished, see, I got two more here to put the white on. The honeycomb on. But yeah, where was I? What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Jeez, Christmas. You know, I'm the weirdest sleeper. I went to bed last night, and then I got up about 3 hours later. I got up, and then so I was up for a couple hours, and well, that's when I made part one and part two of these. I think through the night, and I don't know if doing these like in these parts like this. I don't know if people get kind of bored with that. I don't know. I don't get bored. Nothing bores me. So I just do them, and that's all good. It's all good. And look at how pretty that is. So I like that, you know. See, even right there to that point, it's pretty. Okay, don't want to get that on my unicorn purse. Got me a unicorn purse over there to the Walmart. Did I need a purse? No, have plenty. Have plenty of purses. Don't need no purse, but I just seen it down on the floor, so it made me think about it. But because I am a unicorn, you know, everybody's soul lives on forever. Now, even when you kick the bucket, your body gets all old and wrinkled and it's done, then your soul keeps living on and goes into something else. That's what I was told, and that's what I believe. And so I believe I was a unicorn at one time. Oh, you know, I know they got left behind because they was dancing in the rain when the ark left, and so they got left behind. And so, okay, now let's see. But yeah, I think I was a unicorn. But let me see my fingers. Just a minute. Let me get this under the light, under the camera. Can you see that? That's my unicorn purse. See, this is the handle right here. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I don't want to paint on it. But see them unicorns on there? It's pink. Now I would have liked it if there was a purple one, but there wasn't. So I took the pink because it's pretty as well. Okay, now this will this is so cool because even if I let the paint dry on it, it'll just I can bend it like this, it just all flakes off because it's so cool. Now what I'm going to do is now I want to have some circles. So I have this is just an a, a spool that's left over from some pearl cotton thread, and I'm going to use this now, and I'm going to put some circles on here. I want now stay down there. Dish. Cute little pie pan things. Yeah, they's at the thrift shop. I really do want to go to the thrift shop. The thrift shop's not open today because it's Sunday. So I wonder if the if the Goodwill, maybe it's open. I wonder if my husband will take me out on like a date and we can go to the Goodwill. I think there was something we have to get at Lowe's anyway. which what was it we need at Lowe's? Because Lowe's is right next to the gift shop. No, it's not a gift shop. The what do you call it? The Goodwill. And so usually I think of something we need at Lowe's. This works really good. I think of something we need over to the Lowe's, and then I tell Papa we need so and so from the Lowe's, and he's always happy to go over to Lowe's. It's a hardware store. He likes to look at stuff and touch things and feel stuff, sort of like we do at Michael's, you know. But the Goodwill is right next to the Lowe's, so that's how I get over to the Goodwill. You got to use psychology on husbands, especially if you drive your own self. Then you just say, well, I got to go shopping, and I'm going to buy you something nice. I'll bring you home some chocolate. Well, then then they don't mind, and you just go on with your bad self. But I don't drive anymore, so I have to use my noggin and come up with. Actually, not really. He'd take me to a place I used to. He just stop what he's doing. Say, load up. That's what he says. He says, load up. Okay, so now that's going to be, see there, all the circles that's on there? That's nice. Now, so we'll get these circles on here, thusly. So, let's see, it's almost going to be spring break. Oh, my joints. My joints, I'm telling you, I'm becoming disjointed or something in this old age. And, yeah, because in my old days, you know, we used to go out and we'd go to the dancing joints, so we could go dance and listen to music and go dancing to the dancing joints. And now I'm feeling the pain because my joints is telling on it now. They're telling. Back in the day we could do the twist or something, do the swim. Now I don't know if they call their modern day dances, if they got names for them like that. I don't know. They just go out there to wiggle. Nah, they just go out there to wiggle. Wiggle stuff, whatever a wiggle. And they call that dancing. I guess it's dancing. I don't know. I don't hang out with the dancing crowd anymore, so I don't know for sure. I guess it's just the wiggle, and it depends on what you're drinking too, Because, yeah, when I was in my drinking days, I, I drank well, actually, I didn't really drink much, but it didn't take much. And I learned how to wiggle and giggle. Oops, don't fall. I gotta talk to my papers now. See, so now this is just getting this here layer on, and then, oh, my joints, I'm telling you, if you are young now, and you go hanging around at them dancing joints, just let me tell you, let me give you a warning. I gotta go to my other hand here because my joints on my other side, they're telling on me. And I ordered me an exercise apparatus. It's not here yet. It should be here this week. But it's a little trampoline. It's little. It's only 4 inches across in diameter. And that's making a lot of noise, and it's right under that microphone. I bet you guys is cussing me. I just thought about that. I bet you're cussing me up one side and down the other. And but it's a little trampoline that you can kind of jump around on. And My granddaughter's gonna love it too. Aria, she's 2 years old, and isn't that a cool name, Aria? Do you know how many babies these days? There's so many of them being named Aria, and so I'd never heard it before when my children said, if it's a girl, she's going to be Aria. And I thought, well, I've never heard that before. What about Susie or Alice? You know something I've heard about before. But no, they said Aria. And so now we keep hearing of children that are named Aria, little girls. Well, she's 2 anyway. That's what I was saying. She's 2. And she likes to hang on the back of the couch and jump. You hang on the back and then just jump on the couch. Well, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me one bit. But her parents are a little bit more, they're not as festive as I am. They don't really go for her dancing on the couch. And so they make her not. They say for her to not to do that. And so I said, well, I don't mind. She can jump. But then they say, yes, but if we let her jump here, then she'll jump at home too. She's not allowed at home to jump on the furniture. So anyhow, and so I'm a little bit. It's different when you're a grandparent. More things are allowed, like children. The laws are a lot more lenient at grandparents' house. So yeah. So anyway, she's gonna like this trampoline because it's got a handle on it, like a handle. So, because my son tells me, he goes, "Mom, you'll fall and break a hip." You know, isn't it funny when when you're when you're um when you're young, you keep telling people you're gonna fall and break your neck. You tell your children, you tell your children you're gonna fall. Stop that! You're gonna fall and break your neck. You're always worried about their necks when they're little. And then when you get a little up in age, then those little kids that you warned about breaking their necks, they warn you, but you're gonna break a hip. Why don't we worry about breaking our neck now? How come all of a sudden we're worried about breaking our hip? I just think that's the funniest thing ever, that we're gonna worry about breaking our hip now. And so, yeah, you know what? But I tell him, I said, no, there's a reason I eat the ice cream and the donuts is because I put cushion. I'm putting cushion. It's like a safety net. So if I do fall, I won't break a hip or a neck. I won't break anything. I'll just bounce. You know what? There was one time, me and my friend Patty, and it was a long time ago because our kids were still in high school, and so it was a long time ago. But it was actually a fundraiser. It was a fundraiser, but for the band. But what we did was we went out to um down south. They have a, gosh, Elizabeth Street. It's a good thing y'all can't see everywhere around you. You'd be calling us something. You'd be calling somebody. Oh gosh, I gotta unplug one of them. Maybe I can't unplug it. A whole power strip over there is full. Oh, this one's not down here. I'm gonna plug my blow dryer in here. There we go. Now, but we were going down to Tampa to the Indian reservation, and we were playing bingo. But it was a fundraiser, somehow I don't know. Doesn't seem like the high school and bingo betting and stuff would be all in the same sentence, but it was. And so, but we had this tour bus that drove us all down. We met at the school, and then the tour bus brought us all down to the Seminole something. It's the Indian reservation down there because you can go down there and play bingo and not, it's not against the law and stuff. Well, on our way down there, I'm thinking, this driver, he's just a little, I was a little afraid of the driver because I thought he kind of looked like he was a little bit he kind of looked a little bit like he needed some anger management or something. And because he didn't really seem like a happy camper. And then I thought, well, maybe it's just us. Because me and Patty, we were both talking about how this guy seemed like he was a little grouchy, like somebody ate his oatmeal or something without his permission. And so yeah, he was a little crabby. But anyway, so we got down there safe and sound, and we went inside. Cost us $40 to play bingo, and neither one of us won anything because mainly because them avid bingo players, they're fast. They call out a number, and I had like 4 cards, or Vega had 8 cards. I don't know. I didn't have very many, but then some of these avid bingo players, I mean, because the cards aren't all that big, and they have them all laid out like 50. I don't know, a whole bunch, and then all their good luck charms are all around and everything, and then they call a number, and before you can get through half of your cards, they call another number. For me, anyway, because I was not real good at that. But me and Patty neither one. So we didn't win nothing. We might have won something if we was a little faster. But they had like these women because it was like 2 layers. It was like you could sit on the bottom, on the floor area, not sit on the floor. You were sitting on chairs, but you sit at the bottom floor in on a chair, or you could sit up like in the balcony that went like all the way around. The funny thing was, the smokers, at the time you could smoke inside, now you can't. But the smokers would sit on the bottom, and then the top area was, it was only like a balcony, so you could look down and you could see all the ones down there. I don't know how come they didn't figure that the smoke rises. And so all the smokers were downstairs and everybody upstairs needed oxygen. They're about to live because they were inhaling all that smoke. But anyway, that's not what I meant to say about that. I didn't mean to complain about smokers. But hey, if people want to smoke, go ahead and smoke. But you're gonna die. But then people who exercise and run and eat, they die too. Eat healthy and exercise and do all that stuff. Eat their vitamins. They're gonna die too. So what the heck. But anyway, my story was. Oh, I was telling you that just to tell you this. On the way home, then. Oh, my life saving experience. That's what I was getting at. I just get a telling something. I just get to telling something, and then I get floundering away to something else. But anyway, so we were all done losing our money and choking to death of the cigarette smoke. And I'm not like complaining. I mean, you guys that want to smoke, you just go ahead and smoke. I don't care. But I do care. I don't want you to die. But anyway, so we're leaving then. Okay, so we all get back in our little tour bus, and hopefully the driver took a nap and got a little bit more restful. But I don't think he did because this is now. Are you ready for this part? We're leaving out of the driveway of the reservation, and it goes on to a quite a busy street, I guess. And doggone it, if that dude that was all, I mean, he was mad at the world anyway. You could tell. You could tell. He crashed the tour bus right into a van. He just broadsided that van, just smushed the van. It just smushed it. And there was people in there. They's hurt. But me and Patty were sitting in the front seat. And so I went kaploop into the floor. And thank goodness I had my extra padding because I was just fine. And then my friend Patty, who is built like a toothpick, she fell right on top of me. She just went whoop right on top of me. Now, if she'd have fell down in the floor, she'd have probably broke her neck. And she was young at the time. Well, she's still young. But she's younger than me, so she'll always be younger than me. and she'd have broke her neck. And if I wasn't well padded, I'd have broke my neck. If she didn't land on top of me, which with my padding, I saved her life. I am her life saver. I have saved her life, and she's alive today because of my donut eating and my ice cream eating. Now, is that all? Is that any more? Oh, did I dry this one? I can't tell. I think I dried this one. Okay, so then, yeah, so that's the end of that story. Always happy ever after. Well, well, my Patty did get hurt a little bit, and she did have to go to the ER because she was hurt some, but not bad. And after she got tested out, they released her. She was fine. She was okay and good and stuff. I wonder if these will fit in my this. Wonder if these will fit in my this. Probably not be my luck. I just ordered a new this, one of these. I don't know if this is gonna. Oh, this one will fit in here. So I'm gonna go. Let's see. Should I go three, and a half? Wait a minute. Let me see. This is 11 and a half. Okay, so 3, 6, 3, 6, and then this is 8. So if I go, okay, well, I'm not gonna try and figure the math. I'm not gonna, because if it's not exactly beautiful, oh, this is kind of. I ordered me a new one of these things. Now this one, I'm not saying this one's bad, not. And I know I shouldn't be shopping when there's starving children in Ethiopia, but so my parents used to always say, "You eat that broccoli." Do you understand there are starving children in Ethiopia that would be so happy to have that broccoli? Yeah, and so yeah, I love broccoli. Good stuff. Okay, some of this isn't like really pretty dry, I'm seeing, and it's kind of okay. Now, where was I at when I got so distracted by myself? Okay, I was telling you about broccoli. Oh, my cutter. Oh, my cutter. Well, tonic. I don't know if it's Tim Holtz. Maybe it is Tim Holtz by Tonic. Tonic Tim Holtz. They have this little cutter that's like about this size, but not exactly this size. See, this goes to 5 inches right here. The tonic one goes to 6 or 6.5, at least 6. And then down here it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seems like it's longer than this, but if these are inches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches. It might be 12 inches because it seems how long it is. I don't remember. But anyway, my confession is yes, I did order one. And but this one I've had so long that it's got well, it's not like worn out or anything. Like this is still in perfectly good shape. I'm trying to think of some reason why I needed a new one. Oh, it's not very straight. I'm trying to think of a good reason why I needed a new one, but I can't think of one right now. So we're just gonna go with this one's worn out. It will be by the time I get done chopping up this chipboard. It'll be broke. Oh, then this is gonna be 2.5. See, so what I'm doing now is I'm cutting these down into the size they need to be. You see, so these will all be cut down to 2.5 by 3.5. And y'all be thinking about a reason why I need a new one of these. Just in case the hubster asks when it comes in the mail. Why did you never those? No, he would even never ask me. Because if he would have asked me that, I would say for the same reason that you need all those electronics. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd tell them. I'm ready with my answer. For the same reason you need your electronics, external hard drives, whatever the heck them things are. Yeah, so I'm ready with my answer. Ow. You know what? My thumb is almost healed. Where's my get well card? Oh, where is it? Oh, where did I put that? I got a get well card. Oh man, it's somewhere. I'll have to find it and show y'all one day. But one of my subscribers sent me a get well card for my thumb, which it is almost cleared up completely now. So I'll not be able to get too much more sympathy for that. But I've almost used up all my sympathy points or whatever. Let me see for that. 3.5. Why does this not look straight? Yeah, 3.5. Now I'll make sure I need a new one of these. And I keep hitting it, giving it the old sluggaroo. Was I saying anything important about my thumb? I was complaining about my thumb again. I don't have anything else to complain about, so when I get a bad thumb ache, then I make sure I get some complaining in. And I'm pretty healthy for an old woman. Not really all that old. My body is getting up there, but other than that, I'm good. I'm not that old. I'm not that old. Pretty young chick. They say you're young as you feel, so sometimes I feel like I'm like 7. So, okay, I'm not going to cut all of these right now. Oh, I bet this is, again, making me nuts. Just wear your earplugs. You can put the mute on. Now, see, these won't even fit in here because they're wider, right? Yeah, they won't fit in. I'm not going to cut them all right now anyway. Ooh, I wonder if this one will cut. This is pretty. This one's pretty, isn't it? Let me see. 3.5, 3.5. How wide is this one? This one is 6 inches wide, so that's going to be out to the 2. So this will be the 3.5 inch side. But anyway, yeah. Oh, this is easier to cut because this is like watercolor paper. And so it's easier to cut than the chipboard. So I'm not making as much noise. So I hope I'm not making you all like crazy. Jeez. I hate to be responsible for you all having to go to the cracker factory. Although I do plan to go to the cracker factory, me and my friend Nikki. I have this one friend, Nikki. She lives on the other end of the pond, other side of the pond over the Atlantic River. And she lives over there. And me and her, we have already got plans, reservations for the cracker factory. We're going. We're going to the cracker factory one day. We're sure of it. We're going to take our unicorns with us. Yeah. She's got her unicorn. Her name is Ursi. And my unicorn's name is Stella Rose. I love the name Stella Rose. Okay, that's all I'm going to cut of those. Now, see, then I have these little extra pieces here, too. I won't throw them away. Maybe I'll throw this one away. Yeah, geez, okay. But now, see, these pieces, I can use them still on something else. Okay, so now these are going to be, these are now cut to 2.5 by 3.5. They're ATCs now. All of a sudden, they turned in from mixed media something to ATCs. Now I'm digging in my ink down here. I'm digging in ink. Just a second while I dig. And yeah. So anyway, we got reservations at the Cracker Factory. We know we're gonna end up there, and we're gonna have tea and crumpets. And when we get over there, to Cracker Factory. But I don't want you all to have to go just because of my noise. You know what? I'm digging in my ink drawer here. What's this one? Vintage photo. That's the one I want. Is the vintage photo. Vintage photos. Whatever. That's what I want. That's now. Right now, I want that. I'm gonna take one of these here. You know what? I got them perfectly good dauber things hanging on my dauber hanger over there. But you know, I'd have to get off my chair and go get them. So it's much easier just to use this little makeup sponge. That's pretty bad when you get too lazy to get up off your chair. Yeah. Actually, it's not laziness. I'm just reserving my energy because you never know when I might, you never know what you're going to need your energy because something important might come up, like, you know, the zoo. The animals at the zoo might escape, and then you might be being chased by like the great ape or something, and so or the zebras or the elephants or the giraffes or something. They might escape from Busch Gardens or something. They've got a lot of animals down here. They got like the Lowry Park Zoo and the Busch Gardens has a bunch of animals. Then there's SeaWorld. You might be the penguins. They got penguins over there. They got locked in over there. They might escape and be chased by a whole bunch of penguins looking for ice cubes. And you need your energy, so you you got to reserve your energy for those kind of things, just in case. I'm inking the outside, the edges of these because everybody else does. I mean, because it really does make them look better. I think it just makes them look really cool. And I use this vintage photo distress oxide ink. Distress oxide? Yeah, oxide. Yeah, vintage photo. That is oxide. But anyway, this is what I'm doing here, right here on these. And I'll do this on all of them, actually. I actually will. Now, this, I'm going to have a lot of them once I cut these apart. I mean, you know what I want to do too? You know, and do some that are like all in green because for National Shamrock Day or whatever they call that day where everybody wears green. Yeah, I think it's something. St. Patty's Day, that's it. Yeah. I love people with red hair. A lot of people with from over in that neck of the woods have got that red hair. Oh, I see somebody with red hair and I just want to fluff their head because I just love red hair. We used to see red hair a lot when I was younger. Now I don't see red hair. I don't know. Maybe people just wash that red right out of their hair. I don't know why we don't see. But when I see a redheaded child, I want to just go snatch that child right up. Just snatch the child. But I don't have the energy to go child snatching. And then if I did snatch a child, I wouldn't have energy enough to keep up with that said child with the red hair. My niece has got a redheaded stepchild. I don't know if you ever heard that phrase that they treat me like a redheaded stepchild. Well, my niece, she got married about a year ago, and she married a gentleman with really nice gentleman. He's really nice guy, but he's got the cutest boy. He's just the cutest. I don't know. He's like 15 years old. I don't know, but he's got red curly hair. So my niece has got a red-headed stepchild. She loves him, and he loves her too. They get along good, and he is so fun. My granddaughter kind of has a little crush on him. It's a good thing that he lives in Alabama and we live in Florida. Otherwise, we'd have to lock Kimberly up. We're not allowing her to date ever. She's 17 now. She hasn't been on dates. She's been sort of like group date. They all went to the beach after school a couple of days ago. They were home a couple of hours after, so they were safe. We keep saying, "Is Scott your boyfriend?" And she says, "No, he's just my friend." So hopefully that's all. Because she's not allowed to have boyfriends till she's 87. And then we'll see about it. We'll see if she's allowed then. I wonder why this has got some of these have got like little napkin things. I don't think I'm even in frame anymore, am I? Am I sort of in frame sometimes? Is that what you're saying? Let me see. I should be like about this. Yeah. Okay, now. Well, some of these are going to be raggedy on the end. I don't care. I don't like to say I don't care, so I need not to say I don't. I need not to. I need to not to say that. Now, these here little things that were in the book are like little. I can't think and do at the same time. Like this is black blooming sedge, and then it's got Corex niga nig Niga, and it tells you how tall it'll get. It'll get 12 to 20 inches tall, 12 inches wide. It's a perennial, clumps of evergreen grass-like foliage. Prefers a spot that has moist soil. Caterpillars of several skippers eat sedges. Oh God, I guess I don't know much about that. Now see, this I got a bunch of these, a different kind of plants. I want these to go on my ATCs because I'm doing spring. These are springs, so some of them are going to get these little plant dumaflages. Now I wonder if I just put that up. I don't even have that one cut very straight. Let's go to this one. Some of them I didn't get cut straight because I don't know why. They just are not. I'm thinking I would want to put these on the back I would want to back them. I think I would want to back these. Black paper is on my color of choice for everything. But I don't think I have any black paper right here at this. Wait, hold your horses just 1 second. Just a second. Just a second. While I get the body. Oh, that one didn't get the circles on. Let me see. I didn't see. See there, I had to get up. That's just a lot of work. Getting up is a lot of work. So then, if I put these over here out the way, and then if I take this and put it right there in that corner right there, thusly, then if I have to, now I gotta stand up to reach my broomstick. Okay, let me see. Here we go. On my Elmer's Extreme. There, now. Man, I'm burping fish oil. Any of you take that fish oil pill? These are supposed to be anti-burp, like a burpalus. Okay, burping fish oil. I take fish oil so that my joints, because I need oil job. You give your car oil, right? It helps. Oh yeah, see that looks better if that's got that on there. Now, that's cool now. See that? I wonder if this kind of glue will actually hold on here like this. What time is it? Oh man. I I don't know if that will hold on there very good. And then See, then I'm going to continue. I probably won't keep you all too late because it is, I'm sure you got chores to do and windows to wash and children to feed and crafts to do and, that kind of stuff. And so I won't keep you. Now, I don't have all that stuff to do. Oh, I got crafts to do. That's all. Now, around here, though, I just worry about feeding the hamster every once in a while, which I didn't cook yesterday, so I better cook today. But yesterday we just ate leftovers because we had Friday night we ate. Friday night we had family nights, and I made a big old pot of beef stew, and that stuff was delicious. But so yesterday we had leftovers of beef stew, so I didn't have to cook. And today I'll probably cook. And then he feeds the dogs and he feeds the chickens, so they all get fed nice like that. Good thing. It's a very good thing that Papa feeds them because I'd get crazy away with crafting or something, gluing stuff together and cutting stuff, weaving stuff, whatever stuff. This is a trumpet honeysuckle on this one. See, and then once I get these, now let's see. I need to get my littler scissors here. And big ones are pretty big for something like this. And so, what time is it anyway? 10, 12 in the morning? Wow. There you go. See how nice? I don't even have to. I'm gonna just scraps here. Just a second. Check this progress out here. Let me put this, glue it on here. Like this here. Okay, now, okay, I just want to cut this out, but I'm going to kind of follow the shape of what I cut out already here. Because I didn't get it quite cut out like perpendicularly. So I'm going to do this way. There, that looks pretty swift, pretty snifty. And then you see what I'm going to do, actually, ladies and gentlemen, grandmas and grandpas, aunts and uncles, cousins, sisters and brothers, unicorns and foxes. Let's see. Just put that in here like this. See, now you could go this way and put them. They won't fit that way very good. And so, but anyhow, I won't, like I say, I'm not going to keep you. Well, I said that about 3 cards ago. Well, actually, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this one. And then I think I might go there and jump on the bed and see why my husband is still sleeping. I know why he's still sleeping. It's because he stayed up till 4 o'clock reading. He'll just get in that bed and gets his little Kindle and he just gets him a storybook. I see. Then I'll wake up and say, why aren't you sleeping yet? Because I only got 2 chapters to go and then I'm going to be going to bed. I said, you're in a bed. You need to go sleep. But that's okay. He's retired like me, so if he does not feel like going to sleep early, he does not have to. And if he wants to sleep till noon, he can. He's a professional retired person. So, yeah, he's my honey. Okay. Yeah, see, I like it a little bit better with that black, a little bit of a black background. So, Then, okay, let me see. Do I have, okay, this is all the further I'm going with these four because I don't want them all to look exactly alike. I have, you know what? I'm going to stop right here. And then but I'm going to continue because I'm having fun. But I'm going to make another video because I'm going to get some more stuff together that I'm going to use on these so I can show you some different ideas. I still have a whole lot of these little things. Not enough for all the cards, but for a lot of them. And then my friend yesterday in the mail, I got some Happy Meal, and in my Happy Meal from Donna there was these two. Oh, there's another picture of a flower. Um, I got these two from her, and I thought, boy, that was really. And these are all wildflowers. These are a little bit big, but fiddleneck. But these, yep, I'm gonna use some of this too on some of them because these are all for my spring collection. Then I can send them. I can send them out to my jolly old friends. All right, that's it. Okay, no, that's not it. We always have to have a little read to get our day going. Let me put the lid on this here. Ouch. Jeez, Elizabeth Marie. Okay, believe. And here we're going to believe. Believe that the universe is friendly and life is on your side. What is life for? It is for you. Abraham Maslow wrote that. It is for you. That was short, so I'm reading you another one. Believe you are a once in all history event. Believe you are a once in all history event. Be faithful to that which exists nowhere but in yourself. Andre Gide wrote that. And so that's it. Be faithful to yourself. Be faithful to that which exists nowhere but in yourself. And that's very good. And so that's a good, we want to always have something positive every day. Make sure, even if you're having a really, really, really bad day, like if the dog ate your oatmeal or something, and your day just starts off like that, just find something positive real quick and let your day go on with a positive affirmation. Okay, so God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming by. I love every one of you. Bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck. And I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.